everyone. I just wanted to get on here a minute this morning and explain how limiting beliefs and emotions get stuck in our body. So most of us, even at a very young age, were told when we have emotions to stop crying, be quiet, buck up, be tough, and so then we've been taught to hold in our emotions. So I want you to imagine a proverbial trash can in your mind. And every time you have a negative emotion, it goes in the trash can. So let's say the first time you felt anger, you're 2 years old. Your mom took you to the toy store and you didn't get that toy you wanted, and so you're angry, and your mom tells you to be quiet, stop crying, and that imprint of anger at 2 years old has started, and every time you feel anger, you add to that chain. Let's say now at 3 years old, you experience fear for the first time. And every time you experience fear, you add to that chain. Another emotion you might feel is sadness. Let's say you feel your first sadness at age 5. And every time that you feel sadness, you add to that chain. So each time we're feeling these emotions, we're filling up this bucket. Another emotion that most of us experience is guilt. And that's more of a socialized emotion, so it's usually when you're older, maybe around age 8. And every time you feel guilt, you add to that chain. So what we know is that that part of our psyche gets stuck at these ages when we have these imprints that are first created. And what that means is, well, have you ever heard that when emotions are high, intelligence is low? So when our emotional bucket gets full, our emotions are high, our intelligence is low. Which means instead of being responsive and able to access that logic and reason, when you're in stress, you just revert back to those reactive behaviors. And what that means is that we revert back to those ages when these imprints were first created. A good example of this is if you've ever seen someone have road rage. Because they're like, they're an adult, why are they acting like that? Well, they're that 2-year-old experiencing that anger, and they revert back to dealing with it as a 2-year-old. We also have, these are the horizontal imprints. We also have vertical imprints that our emotions are connected to people. So it might be your mom. And that doesn't mean that your mom is a bad person. You know, we all have the things that we deal with in life. It could be your dad. It could be like a sibling or a boss or an ex-spouse. So what happens is our limiting beliefs get stuck in this scaffolding, in this webbing. So example, you may have the limiting belief of that you are not enough. That I could never make that much money. I'm not lovable. I haven't been successful, so I'll never be successful. So those limiting beliefs get stuck in with those emotions. So we need to release these emotions so we can let go of those limiting beliefs. Because if we have all this stuck in our trash our emotions are like overflowing. If you've ever like just been set off by any little thing that makes you cry or makes you angry, that means your emotional bucket is just so overflowing that you're not able to deal with things on a more logical level. So I just wanted to tell you this, and so if you're interested in learning more about how to release these emotions and let go of your limiting beliefs, contact me. I'd love to tell you more. Thanks. Have a great day.